name is Zach Talmadge, and in 2010 I was looking for a job after I graduated college. Really difficult job market, and I was kind of curious as to why. So I decided I would jump right into the belly of the beast. I got a job doing back office accounting for BNY Mellon. I did that for about a year and a half in Pittsburgh, and then I realized that I kind of want something a little bit more higher profile. So I went to one of their asset management subsidiaries in Boston, where for 2.5 years I did relationship management for them. I was more interested in the tech industry. You know, finance kind of grew old to me. I wanted to get a different skill set. So I went and worked for a software development company for about 8 months, where I did sales and relationship management. And then it brought me to CMU. So what was most important to me is that if I knew I was going to be doing something 40, 50, 60 hours a week, I wanted to care about it, and I wanted to be enthusiastic and passionate about it. I met with my COC counselor, Kate Riley, pretty early on, just sort of saying, hey, Kate, these are my strengths, these are my interests. What advice do you have for me? And I said to her, I really loved what I did as a relationship manager for the bank, and I really enjoyed working in the tech industry with a software development company. She said, have you thought about sales? I said, I didn't know that was an MBA career. And she suggested I reach out to a Tepper alum who was working at Microsoft sales. And I would say that was the first domino that led to many, with me going back to Microsoft for my full-time career. When it was time to choose an internship, I had 3 offers. 2 were in the healthcare industry, and 1 was with IBM in their sales program. And the 2 in the healthcare industry, it was also an industry I was very interested in. And they were a little more lucrative, I think, for a 3-month time frame. But, I also knew in conversations with Kate, she kind of helped me determine and help me decide that if I did really want to be with Microsoft, that IBM sales was probably the right way to go. Because how do you tell the story? Yeah, I really want to do tech sales, but I turned down that tech sales internship to take this healthcare marketing one. So, in conversations with Kate, I was in her office every few days when it was coming down to the internship deadlines to really make sure I was making the right decision. Your relationship with your counselor doesn't have to be just a professional one. She can be a mentor to you. And I say that in the sense where I would walk down the hall, and if Kate's door was open, I would say, you have 5 minutes. I would close the door, and she and I would have a very candid conversation with one another. And to me, that was very important to know that, I had someone there who was listening to me, and I felt like I was getting a catered experience as opposed to a one-size-fits-all guidance from the career counseling service. I had always been able to walk into interviews with very little preparation and was fine because I could speak confidently, and that's not how it works here. I mean, there's a reason that the COC set up a path for you, and deadlines and guidelines and ways that you should be interacting with alumni, ways you should be interacting with recruiters. And I will say is whenever I deferred to that is whenever I experienced the most success. Whenever Kate and I determined that tech sales maybe was the right career path for me, she recommended I reach out to one alum, and I can directly, that alum was the first domino that I can directly trace back to what led me to getting my career with Microsoft. So I will say they've done it for years. Listen to what they're saying. Practice, repetition. The example I'll give is that Michael Jordan didn't become the best basketball player because he was the best. It was because he worked at it. And I think, we're all talented. That's why we're in these top 20 MBA programs. But what happens is everyone else is continuing to work. And as soon as you stop working, you get left behind. So keep working, keep showing up, and you'll be able to compete with anybody. I would say stay open-minded. Whenever I came to business school, I would have never thought that I was going to get a career doing sales for Microsoft because I didn't really know what I was going to be doing. But in very open conversations with not just Kate, but with the other COC counselors, it really helped guide me as to what my personality and what my passions and interests were to fit that with what an actual proper career fit might be.